Looks like I'm back online, or am I? God, I really don't know how this crap works very well. Wanted to get off to an early start because I didn't get as much play done yesterday as I wanted. So, I got some catching up to do. It's assuming that I actually do finish today, which I'm not sure about, confident about right now. But let me do a couple things first. Why am I even bothering? Okay. Let's do it. Where was I? I was in Waterfall. The cheese has been here so long, a magical crystal has grown around it, and it's stuck to the table. Alright. Sans is thinking about getting into the telescope business. 50,000 G. Yeah, sure. Ugh, I wish I had some coffee right now. Use the telescope. And of course, there's nothing in it because he's just put paint on it or whatever. Do people actually still do that practical joke? It's an odd looking telescope, I bet. Use the box. Do I need to put anything into it? I'll put these two things in. That just it'll all get sold later because I'm going to have to get the Temmie armor. Well, I don't have to, but I'm not a very good player, so. Okay, nice cream guy. I relocated my store, but there are still no customers. Fortunately, I've thought of a solution. Punch cards. Every time you buy an ice cream, you can take a punch card from the box. If you have 3 cards, you can trade them for a free ice cream. They're sure to get the customers to come back. Ice cream, it's the frozen treat that warms your heart. Now just 25, you're upping your prices. 25G. Oh, I'll take one. Now, you can use the card for a speed running glitch that lets you skip rooms, and I've never managed to get it working. I just kind of know about it. Let's look at the item anyway. Punch card. Battle item. Used to make punching Used to make punching attacks stronger in one battle. Use outside of battle to look at the card. Well, alright. Please come back. Oh, and by the way, it's just like generic 3x5 card. The ancient glyphs have been defaced with an ice cream guy advertisement. Thanks, an ice cream guy. Okay, what's a star? Can you touch it? Can you eat it? Can you kill it? Are you a star? Not really. Okay. Alright. You hear a passing conversation from an echo flower. So, don't you have any wishes to make? You hear, well, echo flower conversation. Just one, but it's kind of stupid. It's one of the saddest rooms. Okay. Can I just spare? Yep, I can. Hello, Papyrus. Remember when I asked you about clothes? Well, the friend who wanted to know, her opinion of you is very murdery. But I bet you knew that already, and because you knew that, I told her what you told me you were wearing. A dusty tutu, because I knew, of course, after such a suspicious question, you would obviously change your clothes. You're such a smart cookie. This way you're safe. And I didn't lie. No betrayal anywhere. Being friends with everyone is easy. I don't think what you're wearing makes a difference in this case. Okay, time for a clean. Wash your soul. Alright. Don't say that. Now, come on. I promise I won't laugh. Let's see. Is there anything down? It's a flower that I don't think you can... Oh, you again. Okay. Flex with Aaron. Thrice. How often do you hear that word? See that word, rather. Alright. Right out of the room. Okay, I'm just backtracking uselessly here. Well, not uselessly. Get a little money out of it, I guess. Oh, why did I do that? Ah! Alright. What do we got here? Power to take their souls. This is the power that the humans fear. Right? Reminder of text from earlier. Alright. Education, hobby, talent. I got none of those. Ah, that was confident. Alright. Oh, am I gonna just lose this because of stupidity? I sure did. Alright, well, it's early. I am not doing this well. Well, I'll just have to do a better job. And I know I don't need to bother talking to you. Alright. So, if you take the Nice Cream guy's cards sort of literally, it's weird that... How do I put this? So, like, here he's giving cards to you, which, if you use them in the game, more or less break the laws of reality in the game. And it's amusing to think of that being taken literally for, like, a story or something like that. I wonder if someone has done that. It seems like the kind of thing that someone would... Some enterprising fanfic writer would do a thing out of... What's a star? Yeah. I don't know. Can you kill a star? It's... By coincidence, yesterday rewatched the film The Last Jedi, which is a favorite of mine, and so I am reminded that Luke Skywalker's original fictional name in early drafts of the original Star Wars was Dirk Starkiller, I believe. Dirk. Imagine Mark Hamill playing a character named Dirk. LA shoes. More items to sell is what that kind of boils down to. Alright. Yes. Yes, Virus. I know that Undyne is trying to kill me. As I do, of course. No betrayal anywhere. That's right. Wasn't sure that I had been. Okay. Don't say that. Come on, I promise I won't laugh. Power to take their souls. This is the power that the humans fear. Hello, Onion San. The biggest monster in the game, I guess? Hey there, noticed you were here. I'm Onion San. Onion San, you here? Just follows you. Visiting Waterfall, huh? It's great here, huh? You love it, huh? Yeah, me too. It's my big favorite. Even though water's getting so shallow here. It's a heartbreaking detail. It kind of makes you wonder what's going on. Like, you know, it seems wet enough for lack of a better way of putting it, but I have to sit down all the time. But hey, that's okay. Beats moving to the city and living in a crowded aquarium. Oh my. Yeah, like, at least here there is water. Like all my friends did. And the aquarium's full anyway, so even if I wanted to, that's okay though, you hear? Undyne's gonna fix everything, you hear? Oh, heck. There's implications to that. I'm gonna get out of here and live in the ocean, you hear? Hey, there. That's the end of this room. I'll see you around. Have a good time in Waterfall. If you're familiar with Deltarune, well, the first couple chapters that are extant, uh, you'll know that. Excuse me. You'll know that Onion Sand turns up with some really odd dialogue too, and making oblique references to a song in the ocean somewhere. Although there isn't really any sea in sight in Deltarune, which is kind of... Hello, Shiren. Shiren hides in the corner, but somehow encounters you anyway. Humming a tune. You hum a jazz ballad. Shiren follows your melody. See ray, see ray, see me, see me. There we go. Northern room hides a great treasure. There's a piano here. Play it. How do you do this right? A haunting song echoes down the corridor. Won't you play along? Only the first 8 are fine. Well, you get the hint a bit later, so, I mean... Alright, we're back to this business about humans being able to take monster souls. Or, sorry, other way around. Monsters being able to take human souls, because human souls are able to persist after death. This power has no counter. Indeed, a human cannot take a monster's soul. When a monster dies, its soul disappears, and an incredible power would be needed to take the soul of a living monster. Well, if anyone's good at just overpowering things, there's only one exception. The soul of a special species of monster called a boss monster. A boss monster's soul is strong enough to persist after death, if only for a few moments. A human could absorb this soul, but this has never happened. And now, it never will. The boss monster distinction in Undertale is kind of interesting because the main feature of it seems to be have to do with bringing up children. That the boss monsters have a, if I remember correctly, like, I think you find it out from Gerson later, that you can live for a long time until you have kids, and then you start aging as your kids grow up. And, like, that seems to be like, it makes sense from the kind of perspective of making sure there's always some line of monsters around to, you know, I guess if you want to assure yourself that there's monsters around who will always be capable of leadership. It's a statue. The structures at its feet seem dry. What's it a statue of exactly? Especially because it's connected with Azrael, as we'll find out shortly. Take an umbrella. Please take one. Good thing there's an infinite supply. Put the umbrella on the statue. Yes. Like, that is Azrael's music box tune. So, is it connected with what the statue's depicting? The statue doesn't really look like Azrael per se, but consider that we were just reminded of human and monsters combining, which is something that is kind of thematic to this game. Alright, let me just quickly scribble something down here. Ah, heck, pen's not working. There we go. Just making a note of the notes. Inside of the statue, a music box begins to play. So, like, are you seeing a some sort of depiction of what they looked like together? Chara and Azrael? The monster of unfathomable power? Alright. Play the piano. Alright, let me just make sure my, items aren't filled up. Oh, the annoying dog is already in there? It's a legendary artifact. Will you take it? Take it. You're carrying too many dogs. Now, let's see something here. Am I carrying the dog? No, I'm not. So it's only in this room. Put the dog on the ground. The dog absorbs the artifact. And the artifact is gone. But I have some dog residue, which comes in handy later. The perpetual rain of Waterfall. Remember Chara once pointing out that if you didn't like the weather where you were in the underground, you just went to a different place. It would almost be, well, I don't know. It would be nice to be able to just do that, but on the other hand, you would also be reminded how things never change. Yo, you can't hold an umbrella either? If you're walking anyway, I guess I'll go with you. Let's go! Alright, Monster Kid. I guess that's perhaps the confirmation that Monster Kid really does in fact have no arms and isn't just tucking arms into their clothes or some shit. So, nice reflection. Man, Undyne is so cool. She beats up bad guys. Who? Whom does she beat up? Oh my god, Chara's getting to me. Why would I ever say whom? She beats up bad guys and never loses. If I was a human, I would wet the bed every night, knowing she was gonna beat me up. Haha. Very funny. Very funny, Monster Kid. So, one time, we had a school project where we had to take care of a flower. The king, we had to call him Mr. Dreamer, volunteered to donate his own flowers. He ended up coming to school and teaching the class about responsibility and stuff. That got me thinking. That gets me thinking. Yo, how cool would it be if Undyne came to school? So, I point out that I guess we know that there's a school in the underground somewhere, even though we don't see it in game. She could beat up all the teachers, and I'm a little surprised, in fact, that Undyne has never shown up there, apparently. Maybe she wouldn't beat up the teachers. She's too cool to ever to hurt an innocent person. Well, I guess I'm not innocent. This is a beautiful shot, or background image, and oh, right, I was reminded of the, was it in the hotel? Well, you know, in the Snowed In, where you see the picture on the wall that kind of looks like almost like an external shot, and there's a building in the distance, and it does look a little bit like this picture, but not as much as that, so, yeah, it's kind of, well, anyway, and there's the glittering, glowing crystals in the ceiling. This would be beautiful. Alright. More rain, more umbrellas. Yo, this ledge is way too steep. Yo, you want to see Undyne, right? Climb on my shoulders. Yo, you go on ahead. Don't worry about me. I always find a way to get through. Dark there for a bit. The serene sound of a distant music box fills you with determination. The humans, afraid of our power, declared war on us. Now, they attacked suddenly and without mercy. Now, I wonder if, so I'm not saying this well. Human beings might be really good at attacking without provocation. Let's be honest there. But I do wonder if there hadn't been some provocation, like some sort of incident that got the human beings all scared of what monsters could do with magic. In the end, I feel like that's what this boils down to, is human beings, at least by implication, are not generally, even in this universe where magic exists, human beings aren't generally good with magic. Like, it requires, like, it's a specialty. Like, you have to be a mage in order to use magic. But all the monsters, just across the board, seems like can use magic. So I could easily see human beings being afraid of that, just all the time, constantly. Anyway, they attacked. In the end, it could hardly be called a war. United, the humans were too powerful and us monsters too weak. Not a single soul was taken, and countless monsters returned to dust. The serene... Oh, right. Oh, next, this fun bit. Where it's easy to get lost. Ah! Ah! Don't go towards them. Oh, dead end. Yeah. Hello, Undyne. Goodbye, Undyne. Oof. So what was holding that up? Now, a flashback. And a disembodied voice says, "It sounds like it came from over here." Oh, you've fallen down, haven't you? Are you okay? Here, get up. Kris, huh? That's a nice name. My name is... There's a curious implication there for me, because you land on a patch of flowers. And at the beginning of the game, you land on a patch of flowers. And the way that title cards, what the title cards show you, and then like you get right to that first, first frame, first map of the game, and so the implication would seem to be that the fallen child, Chara, landed in that patch of flowers that you saw at the beginning of the game, except here you land on a patch of flowers, and you're kind of rewarded with a flashback to Chara and Azrael meeting for the first time, which kind of makes us think anyway that maybe it happened here. That it isn't actually, like, it's not necessarily true that that Frisk at the start of the game lands in the same place that Chara did, but piles of garbage. There are quite a few brands you recognize. In the end, there's not really enough information to go on, and so it just ends up being a matter of fan interpretation. Piles of garbage, just garbage. The waterfall here seems to flow from the ceiling of the cavern. Occasionally, a piece of trash would flow through and fall into the bottomless abyss below. viewing this endless cycle of worthless garbage. It fills you with determination. So, yeah, like, does the underground actually have a bottom? I mean, this is kind of a, you know, an imaginary space. A metaphysical space, perhaps, would be a way of putting it. Meant to be more symbolic than real, and, you know, in quote-unquote real life, one doesn't find bottomless abysses on planets, but you know, where are we really? You rest your hand on the rusted bike. Its horn wheezes a honk of despair. And especially when you find out later in I think it's in the True Lab notes that it's it's a bit unambiguous, but it's not clear that any object can pass out of the barrier, that things can come in but not out. So there's a kind of mass balance problem going on there. But, you know, if there's a bottomless abyss, that kind of solves your problem. It's sort of the, you know, you can think of it as roughly equivalent to a singularity that could keep accreting mass, although I believe there is some limit to that physical process. Let's see. Beat up desktop computer. The inside is empty, which makes me think Alpha scavenged the parts. It's a cooler. It has no brand and shows no signs of wear. Inside are a couple of freeze-dried space food bars. Take one? Yes. Astronaut food. What's my item count at? Might as well take the last one. It's a DVD case for an anime. Desperate claw marks cover the edges. You'd think Undyne would just have taken the whole thing, you know? It seems like a regular training dummy. Do you want to beat it up? No. Stare into each other's eyes for a moment. Mad Dummy appears. Later to be Mad Mew Mew, whom I have never met, because I think that's just like a Switch version of Undertale. Ha ha ha! Too intimidated to fight me, huh? I am a ghost that lives inside a dummy. My cousin used to live inside a dummy too, until you came along. Now, so is this this could refer to the like Toriel's training dummy. But it's not clear. You came along. When you talked to them, they thought they were in for a nice chat, but the things you said, horrible, shocking, unbelievable. Although it's not clear that this incident ever actually happened, that Mad Dummy isn't actually mad at anything that happened. It spooked them right out of their dummy. Human, I'll scare your soul out of your body. Mad Dummy blocks the way. You talk to the dummy. Doesn't seem much for conversation. No one is happy with this. Foolish, foolish, foolish. You're quite capable of dying to Mad Dummy. Watch where you're aiming your magic attacks. Hey, you, forgot I said anything about magic. I'll defeat you and take your soul. Mad Dummy is bossing around its bullets, which is... that's interesting. I'll use squeeze your soul across the barrier. Damn it! Mad Dummy is doing an armless ska dance. I'll stand in the window of a fancy store. Why is that good? I'm hurting myself. What do I got? I don't need it yet. And everything I want will be mine. Mad Dummy is getting cotton all over the dialogue box. Huh? Yeah, I guess that'll avenge my cousin. So, I guess that's sort of like if in the genocide run you get Mad Dummy angry enough, then they sort of completely fuse with their the body, at which point I guess it probably I imagine it stops shedding cotton. Are those claws natural? Okay. Whatever. Mad Dummy. See, like, here, like, Mad Dummy is shedding pieces, which kind of maybe implies that, okay, there are ghosts sort of loosely attached to the dummy, training dummy. Hey, guys! Dummies! Remember how I said not to It's like Mad Dummy's attacks are little tiny copies of themselves. Anyway, remember how I said not to shoot at me? Well, failures. You're fired. You're all being replaced. Now you'll see my true power relying on people that aren't garbage. Alright, mechanical whirring. Magic missiles. Ah, screwed that up. Alright. Armless ska dance again. Dummy to try again. There we go. Armless ska dance. Dummy bots, you're awful. Ah, no! No! Ah, that was bad. Great. Ah ha ha, see, I told you. I always make bad decisions. Okay. Fortunately, there's not much to repeat. Let's get the food. The anime case. No. Bad enough of the dummy. Ugh. Yeah, I'm too incompetent to fight you. That's what's going on there. Like, it's also possible that that Mad Dummy is referring to Napstablook, except well, I mean, Napstablook didn't seem unhappy with our conversation. So, well, you know, I don't suppose we'll ever find out what Mad Dummy is actually mad about. not aiming them very well. All the red text. Defeat your soul. Okay. So, on that subject, by the way, it would seem that Mad Dummy, at least, is somewhat aware of what can be done with a human soul. I mean, Metaton is aware because, well, Metaton is directly friends with Alphys, who's working on that stuff. So, you know, maybe it's like Ghost Family Grapevine or something. Okay. What was her name again? Can't remember. Love yourself, I love you. Great. Not possible. Pitiful. Alright. Feeble. That was feeble. That was definitely feeble. Foolish. Also probably true. Oh, I managed to screw it up completely again. Ah, foolish. Finally. Alright. Pissed off. Dismiss the dummies, bring in the robots. Now you'll see my true power. Summoning missiles out of nowhere. Mechanic words fill the room. Magic missile. Ah! I need to do better at this. Ah! You're awful? Yes, yes, I am quite awful. Final attack. Good thing it's the final one, because I don't think I'm gonna survive another. God, this... You don't need friends. You've got knives. I'm out of knives. It doesn't matter. You can't hurt me and I can't hurt you. You'll be stuck fighting me forever. Forever, forever. Napsflip bails us out. What the heck is this? Acid rain? Forget it. I'm out of here. Hi, Napstablook. Sorry, I interrupted you, didn't I? As soon as I came over, your friend immediately left. Oh no, you guys looked like you were having fun. Oh no, I just wanted to say hi. Oh no. Well, I'm going to head home now. Oh, feel free to come with if you want. No pressure. I understand if you're busy. It's fine. No worries. Just thought I'd offer. Aww. Poor Napstablook. Hey, my house is up here, in case you want to see, or in case you don't. Alright, that was competent of me, but Well, that's how it is. Okay, I don't need to go across a small gap. Undyne's place. Tell you what, What? See, that seems to be the same dummy. It's a living. Doesn't seem like anyone's home. It's locked. Napstablook's home. Oh, you really came. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that. It's not much, but make yourself at home. This CD is labeled Spook Tunes. Play it? Sure. Oh, a classic spook tune. They don't make songs like this anymore. And now, if we, What the heck is that music? I don't know, but it's spooking me out. This is worse than Chiron. No way, Chiron is way less scary. If you're so scared, why do you keep winking? These are winks of fear. Forget it, the speed is too filthy. Wash, wait, don't leave me. Is this creepy music my punishment for being creepy? Please stop, I'll never creep again. Wah! So, yeah, there you go. The CD is labeled Spook Wave. So it's the same tune with a filter. Dang, that ambience. It's like my whole body is being spooked. CD is labeled Ghoul-a-Day music. Oh, this one, once you learn the lyrics, it's hard not to sing along. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's a spider web. There's a flyer for a bake sale on it. Oh, that's my TV. There's a show I like to watch on it sometimes. The computer's internet browser is open to a music sharing forum. Oh, right, same. Oh, are you hungry? I can get you something to eat. This is a ghost sandwich. Do you want to try it? Yeah, sure. You attempt to bite into the ghost sandwich. You phase right through it. Oh, never mind. So, there's monster food and apparently there's ghost food. After a great meal, I like to lie on the ground and feel like garbage. I'd love to do that right now. It's a family tradition. Do you want to join me? Yes, I do. Okay, follow my lead. Here we go. You'll lie down as long as you don't move. So, only move around and you want to get up, I guess. And everything fades out. And we're one with the cosmic mystery or something of that sort. I like this. We've used this track to kind of try to relax sometimes. And thanks to YouTube, we can get like 10 hours of it, so you can even use it to fall asleep. And back to the game. Well, that was nice. Thank you. It's a snail. For some reason, you can't help but wonder what it tastes like. Awkward. I'm working right now. I mean, welcome to Blook Family Snail Farm. Yeah, I'm the only employee. This place used to get a lot of business, but our main customer disappeared one day. Now it's just some hairy guy that shows up once a month. So, I think we could blame Chara for the, wondering about eating the snail. Snail. So, yes, snails do seem to, well, I don't know, reach far and stretch beyond the horizons. I mean, the snail is communicating something to you anyway. Even if it's just saying snail, so snaileth Sambule. I've been long overdue for a second house. And like, what? Is that a corpse? What's going on here? Snail is counting dollar bills. Okay, Thunder Snail. Do you want to play a game? It's called Thunder Snail. Snails will race, and if the yellow snail wins, you win. It's 10G to play. Okay. Press Z repeatedly to encourage your snail. And we learned a trick here where, like, basically, you actually don't want to win. You want to come in second place. And if you kind of give a little burst of encouragement right at the start and let the race run like we're doing here, then that seems to be what happens. Like, you actually get more money for coming in second than for winning. Yep, looks like second place. Your snail lost by a thin margin. Actually, the snail is under the false belief that it won. Oh no, the snail is looking over here. Here, I'll give you some money. Act like you won. You got 30G. Yeah, you can make 20G that way. Really, I'm working. I don't want the boss to get mad at me, especially since I'm my own boss. Oh, use the box. Yeah, I want to put that. All right. Not there yet. The river person's not there. Wahaha! Okay, don't want to buy anything. I don't think so. Oh, let's see here. Nah, not yet. Alright, Gerson, tell me about yourself. I've been around a long... I'm not gonna do a voice. It's just gonna mess up my vocal cords. I've been around a long time. Maybe too long. Studying history sure is easy when you've lived through so much of it yourself. Wahahaha. Okay, oh, the Delta Rune, which isn't actually a rune, but whatever. You don't know what that is? What are they teaching you kids in school nowadays? Wahaha! Which is, like, you know, the ironical Deltarune connection is that Gerson ends up being a teacher. Like, it's implied. Like, a writer and a teacher, not like a writer of fantasy about war heroes, not an actual war hero. That's the Deltarune, the emblem of our kingdom. A kingdom of monsters. Wahahaha, great name, huh? It's as I always say, all King Fluffy Buns can't name for beans. So, alright, so Asgore is responsible for we're the kingdom of monsters. Emblem's meaning. That emblem actually predates written history. The original meaning has been lost to time. All we know is that the triangles symbolize us monsters below, and the winged circle above symbolizes something else. Most people say it's the angel from the prophecy. Oh, yeah, the prophecy. Legend has it an angel who has seen the surface will descend from above and bring us freedom. Lately, people have been taking a bleaker outlook, calling that winged circle the angel of death, the harbinger of destruction, waiting to free us from this mortal realm. In my opinion, when I see that little circle, I just think it looks neat. Wahaha! King Fluffy Buds? He's a friendly, happy-go-lucky kind of guy. If you'll keep walking around long enough, you'll probably meet him. He loves to walk around and talk to people. Eh? Why do I call Dreamer Fluffy Buns? Ah, that's a great story. I don't remember it, but if you come back much later, I'm sure I'll have remembered it by then. Undine. Undine, yeah, she's a local hero around here. Through grit and determination alone, she fought her way to the top of the Royal Guard. Alright, fair enough, but I don't know, like, look who else you've seen in the Royal Guard, right? How much competition was that? Actually, she just came through here asking about someone who looked just like you. And watch your back, kid, and buy some items. It might just save your hide. Mwahaha. Alright, Gerson. See, here's the thing. Gerson's memory goes back a long way. And aside from, like, aside presumably from the king and queen, and even there, I'm not sure it's explicitly established that they are survivors of the war, but we know Gerson is, so Gerson at least has first-hand knowledge of human beings, and well, seems to know that you're being chased. Don't be shy now. Careful out there, kid. Hurt, beaten, and fearful for our lives, we surrender to the humans. 7 of the greatest magicians. So, Now, Chara pointed out something to me interesting about this stuff, all this text, once, which is the following. That you can't actually take it at face value. Not because it's lies exactly, but it's the monster's recollection refined to some sort of public formula, because here it is up on a wall for everyone to see. Like a kind of national myth, you could say, that only has one side of the story. And it all happened so long ago that you're not exactly sure how well this text, how well this story lines up with what actually happened in the war. But if we take the bare bones information at face value, which is that yes, the monsters were sealed down here by 7 human mages because they lost the war. It kind of leaves the question as to why humanity didn't simply go the whole length and wipe the monsters out. It seems like they would have had the power to do so. Like, way more than enough power to do so. Because it's emphasized that human beings are much stronger than monsters. So, for whatever reason, the monsters still survive in some way. Anything can enter. Oh, here we go. Anything can enter through the seal. So which implies that even matter can get in through the barrier, but only beings with a powerful soul can leave. So, yeah, like water and garbage flow into the underground constantly. Where does it all go? It the implication is strongly that this is kind of a non-Euclidean realm, I guess you could say, and so you can't just keep pouring matter into here like the flowing water, and even though it can't leave, it doesn't like. Well, I was gonna say it doesn't mess up the balance, except that you get this hint that there is something going on with Onion Sand talking about how they're not able to be comfortable in Waterfall anymore. Anyway, it's suggestive of something. There is only one way to reverse this spell. If a huge power equivalent to 7 human souls attacks the barrier, it will be destroyed. I wonder if Asgore is responsible for this narrative. Like, is this sort of a, Asgore formulates this plan, and although we don't really get the full details of it, maybe this is the part that's sort of explained to the public, as it were. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But this cursed place has no entrances or exits. There is no way a human could come here. So, okay, that's interesting. Like, again, I stress this is stuff that's just up on the wall for everyone to see, and it's saying there's no way a human could come here, yet humans must have come here, right? I mean, aside from Frisk here. Because where do the other souls come from? We'll remain trapped down here forever. So, this implies perhaps that there was a time when there weren't any humans. Like one way I thought of this is there must have been some long span during which no humans arrived. No humans fell into the underground, and the monsters were convinced that they were completely abandoned. Then that stopped somehow. Was Chara the first human ever to fall into the underground? And did more, Chara fell, and then Chara and Azrael die, and then, is that when Asgore started collecting souls? Which would mean that more children, or presumably it was all children, more children fell into the underground after Chara, unless Asgore already had souls collected for some reason. I don't know. I feel like there's a couple ways you could try to rationalize it, but okay, what do we got? Temmie. Yeah. No, Muscle's not cute. I'd rather deal with Aaron than Temmie. No. Maybe not. Okay, that's what I get. My hubris got me in trouble. Temmie Village. Or Temmie Village. You feel something. You're filled with determination. Hoi! Welcome to Temmie Village. Rich history of Temmie, which includes what looks like a dragon and a Temmie riding the dragon. So, okay. Hoi! I'm Temmie, and this is my friend, Temmie. Hoi! I'm Temmie. This is my friend, Temmie. Hoi! I'm Temmie. Don't forget my friend. Hi, I'm Bob. Oi, you should check out Temmie Shop. Yeah, I agree. You should check Temmie Shop. Human's such a cute. Oh, I don't agree with that. Jeez, what am I doing? Statue of Temmie, very famous, very. Feeling of being watched. Temmie heard human allergics to Temmie. That okay? Temmie understand? Temmie also allergic to Temmie. It's hard-boiled. Temmie, watch egg. Temmie, or egg will hatch. Temmie, proud parent. Mushroom dance, whatever could it mean? It symbolizes my inner torment trapped here by my hyphae. I struggle to pull away, and I struggle to escape, but alas, to no avail. Okay. I'm actually going to stop here because I'm a bad player, I basically need to grind Temmie armor, but that is just, you know, it's something that I could kind of do in a couple of hours of work, but I wouldn't want to subject anyone to that, and if I were feeling like I was full of brilliant conversation, I might be tempted to do it, but I definitely do not feel full of bright conversation right now. So, anyway, 73 minutes is kind of short. I wanted to try to get to the 2-hour mark, but anyway, I will be resuming this later. For what it's worth. I have to admit my enthusiasm is not great, but it is All Souls Day today. It is the Day of the Dead, and I would like to try to get further into this, even if finishing this turns out not to be feasible. So, anyway, this is Kris signing off.